Hello, San Diego Unified Community. I'm Fabi Bagula, your superintendent, coming to you from our Board of Education auditorium, where policies, investments, and the work that shapes our students' futures are discussed and approved. Today, I want to speak directly with you about an important topic facing school districts across the country, the budget. As your new superintendent, I want to share how we invest and spend public funds and what I have learned thus far. Over the last decade, San Diego Unified has made major investments in our students and our staff. These investments have mattered. Student achievement is rising. Our educators and staff are among the best compensated in California. Our systems are stronger and more aligned than they've ever been. We have expanded programs that reflect our values, like offering full-scale transitional kindergarten before the state required it, because we believe deeply in early learning and in supporting working families. Our health benefits remain among the best in the region because we believe in a well-paid, thriving, healthy, and engaged workforce. We're proud of this progress, but we also have financial realities we must now confront. For many years, aside from the temporary increases during the pandemic, San Diego Unified has operated with extremely tight budgets. In most years, we have spent as much as or slightly more than we have brought in. This allowed us to keep commitments to students in the short term, but it is not sustainable in the long term. Today, our reserves are at 2%, the minimum required by the state. And based on current projections, we're estimating a $47 million deficit between our expenses and the expected revenue for the 26-27 school year. There are several reasons for this. First, declining enrollment. We have approximately 13,000 fewer students, about 12%, than what we had a decade ago. This is part of a statewide and national trend. Fewer school-aged children are being born, and the high cost of living in San Diego is making it difficult for families to remain here. Because school funding is tied to student enrollment, fewer students means fewer dollars. Second, rising cost. Operating a school district is heavily dependent on people. More than 90% of our budget goes to salaries and fully funded health benefits, dental and vision for our employees and their families. These benefits reflect our values. They are the right investment, but like everything else in California, they have become more expensive. Third, the chronic underfunding of special education. Supporting students with disabilities requires highly skilled educators, strong systems, rich data, and multiple layers of intervention and acceleration. These services cost us more than $400 million annually. Yet we receive only about $125 million from state, federal, and local sources. The remaining $275 million plus comes from our general funds. This is not sustainable, and it's not fair to our children and families. This is why I have begun forming a coalition of community leaders committed to advocating for our fair share and addressing the systemic challenges facing special education. Finally, state and federal uncertainty. Pandemic-era financial relief has ended, and the national political climate with the U.S. Department of Education being dismantled, state and federal funding remains unpredictable. This adds even more uncertainty to our financial outlook. In short, we're spending more than we're bringing in. We have taken several important steps to begin addressing our ongoing budget gap. We've implemented the Supplemental Employee Retirement Plan, or the SERP, where nearly 1,000 employees retired. Many of those positions will remain unfilled. When they are filled, it is often with employees earlier in their careers. This brings long-term savings. We've also streamlined our central office, redirecting resources to schools. We've implemented strategic staffing, keeping some positions vacant and eliminating positions not essential to educating our children. We've done a deep analysis of how we spend our money, and we made changes to maximize student supports. We've strengthened attendance practices to increase revenue. We're also in active pursuit of grants and external funding that support student learning. These steps have helped, but they will not fully solve the problem. Temporary fixes like one-time funds or retirement incentives won't be enough this time. This is why I created a cross-departmental budget review team. This team brings together leaders from instruction, finance, operations, human resources, labor relations, and my office. Their charge is to deeply examine how we spend, find efficiencies, and ensure we're not relying on old habits simply because that's how we've always done it. Together, they are developing budget reduction strategies, a disciplined plan to close the $47 million gap and bring our long-term structural deficit to zero, while putting our students in a position to thrive. Our guiding principle is clear: students come first. We will continue to prioritize student well-being, math and literacy progress, and college and career readiness. Any proposal to reduce spending will be evaluated through that lens. Timelines will align with school and staffing cycles so that our employees and families have clear, predictable information. In addition to budget reductions, we're also focusing on ways to increase revenue, including state advocacy, federal advocacy, pursuing grants and partnerships with philanthropic organizations. We're also entering into 5 long-term leases on district properties to create affordable workforce housing for educators and staff. This process will be transparent, data-driven, and shaped by community feedback. On December 17th, we'll be hosting a meeting for our community to learn more about the budget. Check out the details on the screen. In March, we will share these budget reduction strategies in detail, along with a clear plan to ensure San Diego Unified remains strong, not just for today's students, but for future generations. Thank you for your continued support of our schools, our educators, and most importantly, our students. Our responsibility is great, and so is our commitment. Together, we will move forward with clarity, discipline, and purpose. Thank you for your partnership.